I raised my stepson for 15 years and paid $38,000 for his wedding. His biological father showed up and gave the father-of-the-groom speech like he did everything. 15 years of being his dad. Paid for his entire wedding. His bio father took credit for it all in front of everyone. My name is Michael Stevens. I'm 52 years old. 15 years ago, I met a woman named Lisa. She had a 7-year-old son, Tyler. A year later, when I was 38, we got married. Tyler's biological father, Derek, had left when Tyler was 3, paid minimal child support, rarely visited. I became Tyler's dad, not legally at first, not biologically, but in every way that mattered. I helped with homework, coached his soccer team, taught him to drive, paid for his college. I was there for every moment, every milestone, every important day in his life for the past 14 years. Tyler called me dad. I called him my son. Last year, Tyler got engaged. I offered to pay for the wedding, $38,000 for everything. I was honored to do it, proud to give my son this gift. 2 weeks before the wedding, Derek showed up, suddenly wanted to be involved. Tyler was excited. His biological father was finally showing interest after 12 years of absence. I was supportive. It's good he wants to reconnect with you. At the reception, Derek gave the father-of-the-groom speech. Talked about my son, about raising him, about being so proud of the man he became. He never mentioned me, not once. Everyone thought Derek paid for the wedding. Everyone thought Derek raised Tyler. I sat at my table, invisible, 14 years of fatherhood erased in a 5-minute speech. This is the story of what it means to be a stepfather in a world that only recognizes biology. I met Lisa when I was 37. She was 35. We both worked at the same hospital. I was a surgical nurse. She was in hospital administration. We'd see each other in meetings, hallways, the cafeteria. She was smart, funny, beautiful, but I noticed she always seemed stressed, tired. One day, I asked her to lunch, just coffee, really, in the hospital cafe. I'd love to, she said, but I have to pick up my son from school. Maybe another time. You have a son? Yeah, Tyler. He's 7. His dad and I split up a few years ago. That's okay. I'd still like to get coffee sometime. Or dinner, when you have a sitter. She smiled. Let me check my schedule. We went on our first date 2 weeks later. Italian restaurant in downtown Portland. She told me about Tyler, about Derek, about being a single mom. Tyler's dad left when he was 3, just couldn't handle being a parent, I guess. He pays child support, the bare minimum, sees Tyler maybe once every few months for a few hours. But that's it. It's basically just me and Tyler. That must be hard. It is, but we manage. Tyler's a great kid. Smart, funny, a little shy, but wonderful. I'd like to meet him, if that's okay, when you're ready. She looked at me carefully. Most guys run when they hear I have a kid. I'm not most guys. We dated for 6 months before I met Tyler. Lisa wanted to be sure we were serious before introducing me to her son. I understood, appreciated it even. She was protecting him from revolving door father figures. When I finally met him, Tyler was cautious, quiet, stood behind his mom. We were at a pizza place, Tyler's favorite. Lisa hoped food would help ease the tension. Tyler, this is Michael. He's a friend of mine. Tyler peeked out from behind her. Hi, he said softly. Hey, buddy. Your mom tells me you like soccer. He nodded, didn't say anything. I used to play soccer, midfielder. Not very good, but I loved it. You play. I'm on a team. His voice barely above a whisper. I'm a forward. That's cool. Forwards score goals, right? That's the fun position. He shrugged, but I saw a flicker of interest in his eyes. What's your favorite team? Do you watch professional soccer? Portland Timbers, he said, a little louder now. Oh man, the Timbers are great. I went to a game last year. Have you been? He shook his head. Mom says tickets are expensive. I looked at Lisa. She gave me a small smile. An opening. Maybe we could all go to a game sometime, if you want. No pressure. Tyler looked at his mom, then back at me. Really? Yeah, if your mom says it's okay. Can we, Mom? Lisa laughed. We'll see. That night, after I dropped them off, Lisa texted me. Tyler asked if you're my boyfriend. I said yes. He said you seem nice. High praise from an 8-year-old. I smiled at my phone. It was a start. Over the next few months, I spent more time with Tyler. Took it slow. Let him set the pace. Went to his soccer games. Stood on the sidelines with the other parents. Cheered when he touched the ball. After one game, he ran over to me instead of his mom. Did you see my goal? I saw it. That was awesome. You have a great left foot. He beamed, pride all over his face. I helped him with math homework. He was struggling with multiplication tables. We made flashcards, turned it into a game. If you get 10 right in a row, we'll get ice cream. He got 12 right in a row. We went for ice cream. He ordered chocolate chip. Told me about his teacher, his friends, his favorite video game. I just listened. Let him talk. Let him feel heard. Lisa watched us together. One night she said, "He talks about you all the time. Michael said this. Michael taught me that. I haven't seen him this happy in years. He's a great kid. He doesn't trust easily. His dad leaving, it hurt him. He's been waiting for every man in my life to leave too. I'm not leaving. Promise. I promise." Lisa and I got engaged after a year of dating. I wanted to ask Tyler's permission first. I took him to the park. Just the two of us. We kicked a soccer ball around. Tyler, can I talk to you about something important? He stopped the ball with his foot. Looked worried. Am I in trouble? No, not at all. I want to ask you something. I'm thinking about asking your mom to marry me, but I wanted to know how you'd feel about that first. He was quiet for a long moment, pushed the soccer ball with his toe. Would you live with us? Yes, we'd all live together. Be a family. And you wouldn't leave? Like my dad did. My heart broke. No, Tyler. I wouldn't leave. I promise. Do you love my mom? Very much. Do you? He hesitated. Do you like me? I knelt down to his level. Tyler, I don't just like you. I love you. You're an amazing kid. And if your mom says yes, I'd be honored to be your stepdad. He thought about it, then nodded. Okay, you can ask her. You're sure? Yeah, you're nice, and you come to my games. My real dad never comes to my games. The word real stung, but I understood. Derek was his biological father. That connection would always be there. I just had to earn my place beside it. Lisa and I got married when I was 38. Tyler was 8. He was our ring bearer. At the reception, during the toasts, Tyler stood up with his little glass of sparkling cider. I'm happy my mom married Michael. He's really nice to us, and he's teaching me to be a better soccer player. Everyone laughed. I fought back tears. After the wedding, I legally adopted Tyler. Derek had to consent. For $1,000, he signed away his parental rights. Take him, Derek said when signing the papers. I'm not cut out for this dad thing anyway. Tyler was mine. Legally. Permanently. I took being a father seriously. Maybe more seriously than anything I'd ever done. I went to every soccer game, every school play, every parent-teacher conference. When Tyler struggled with reading in 3rd grade, I worked with him every night. Flashcards, phonics exercises, patient repetition. When he made the competitive soccer team in 5th grade, I became an assistant coach. Learned the game properly so I could help him improve. When he got interested in guitar at 12, I bought him lessons. Drove him to practice every week. When he went through teenage angst and rebellion, I stayed patient. Set boundaries but listened. Tried to understand. When he wanted to learn to drive, I spent hours in parking lots with him, teaching him parallel parking, highway merging, defensive driving. When he applied to colleges, I helped him write essays, visited campuses with him, talked through his options. I paid for his college. Oregon State University, $40,000 a year. Lisa and I split it, but I covered most. Tyler studied engineering, graduated with honors, got a good job. We were close, really close. He called me every week, came home for holidays, introduced me to his girlfriend, Sarah, as my dad. When he proposed to Sarah last year, he called me first. Dad, I'm going to propose to Sarah this weekend. That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. Thanks. I'm nervous, but I love her. I want to spend my life with her. She's lucky to have you. You're a good man, Tyler. Because of you, Dad, you showed me what that looks like. I cried after that call. Proud tears, happy tears. Tyler and Sarah got engaged, started planning their wedding. One night at dinner, Tyler and Sarah were talking about costs. Venue, catering, photographer. It's so expensive, Sarah said. We might have to do something smaller than we wanted. What's your budget? I asked. We have about $15,000 saved, but everything we like costs way more than that. I looked at Lisa. She nodded. Don't worry about the budget, I said. Your mom and I want to pay for the wedding. All of it. Whatever you want. Tyler stared at me. Dad, that's too much. We can't ask you to do that. You're not asking. I'm offering. You're my son. I want to give you this. Are you sure? Completely sure. Tyler came around the table and hugged me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Over the next few months, Lisa and I paid for everything. Venue at a beautiful garden estate, $12,000. Catering for 150 guests, $15,000. Photographer and videographer, $5,000. Sarah's dress, $3,000. Flowers, $2,000. Band, $3,000. Invitations, decorations, rentals, $3,000. Total, $46,000. Lisa contributed $8,000. I paid $38,000. It was worth every penny. Tyler was happy. Sarah was thrilled. They were getting their dream wedding. I was honored to do it. This was my son, my boy, the kid I'd raised for 15 years. 2 weeks before the wedding, Tyler called me. Dad, I need to talk to you about something. What's up? Derek reached out. My biological father. He heard about the wedding. He wants to come. My heart sank. Derek hadn't been in Tyler's life in over a decade. Occasional birthday cards. Sporadic text messages. That was it. How do you feel about that? I asked carefully. I don't know. Part of me wants to see him. He's been absent my whole life. But maybe he's changed. Maybe this is a chance to reconnect. If you want him there, I support that. It's your wedding. You're not upset? Tyler, Derek is your biological father. If you want a relationship with him, that's your choice. I'm not threatened by that. I was threatened, deeply, but I didn't want Tyler to feel guilty. Thanks, Dad. I knew you'd understand. Derek showed up to the rehearsal dinner. 52 years old, 10, fit, wearing expensive clothes. He'd done well for himself. Owned a successful real estate business in California. Drove a Tesla. Looked like he spent his life at the gym. He hadn't spent his life raising a kid. That much was clear. Tyler, Derek hugged him. Look at you, all grown up, getting married. Tyler hugged back, awkward but emotional. "Hey Derek, thanks for coming." "Of course. Wouldn't miss my son's wedding." "My son." He said, "My son." Derek looked at me, extended his hand. "You must be Michael, the stepdad. Thanks for looking after Tyler all these years." Looking after, like I was a babysitter, not a father. "I didn't look after him. I raised him. He's my son." Derek smiled, condescending. "Right, of course. You've been great for him. Really appreciate it." I wanted to punch him, but this was Tyler's wedding week. I kept my mouth shut. The rehearsal dinner was awkward. Derek held court, told stories about Tyler as a toddler. "Remember when you were 3 and you tried to flush your toy truck down the toilet?" Tyler laughed. "I don't remember that." "Oh man, your mom was so mad. I had to take apart the whole toilet." He'd left 6 months after that. Left Lisa with a 3-year-old and never looked back. But now he was here, being charming, being funny, acting like the proud dad. People who didn't know the history ate it up. "Derek, you must be so proud. Your son turned out great." I sat quietly, watched, said nothing. The wedding day was beautiful, sunny, perfect weather. The garden estate looked like a fairy tale. I walked Lisa down the aisle. She looked beautiful. Then I sat in the front row, father-of-the-groom. Derek sat 3 rows back, with some cousins, where he belonged. The ceremony was lovely. Tyler and Sarah exchanged vows. There wasn't a dry eye in the garden. I watched my son become a husband, thought about all the moments that led here, the homework nights, the soccer games, the college tours, all of it leading to this moment. I was so proud, so happy for him. The reception started. Cocktail hour, dinner, dancing. Then came the speeches. The best man went first. Tyler's college roommate. Funny stories about late-night study sessions and road trips. Heartfelt toast about friendship. The maid of honor went next. Sarah's sister. Sweet memories of growing up together. Happy tears about how perfect Tyler and Sarah were together. I was waiting, hoping, assuming I'd be next. The father-of-the-groom toast. Lisa squeezed my hand under the table. "You've got this," she whispered. Then the DJ announced, "And now, a few words from the father-of-the-groom, Derek Matthews." Time stopped. My blood went cold. My stomach dropped. "Derek, father-of-the-groom?" I looked at Tyler. He looked uncomfortable. Caught my eye. Mouthed, "Sorry." "Sorry? What did that mean?" Derek stood up, adjusted his suit jacket, walked to the microphone with confidence. Big smile on his face. "Thank you, everyone. I'm Derek, Tyler's dad." Tyler's dad. Not biological father. Not, "I haven't been around much, but I'm here now." Just Tyler's dad. As if he'd earned that title. As if those 2 words belonged to him. My hands clenched into fists under the table. Lisa grabbed one, tried to calm me. "I have to tell you, being a father to Tyler has been the greatest joy of my life." My jaw tightened. "Being a father? You weren't a father. I was the father." Watching him grow up into this incredible man. So smart, so kind, so hardworking. You didn't watch him grow up. You missed it. By choice. I watched him grow up. Every single day. I remember teaching him to ride a bike. You didn't teach him to ride a bike. I did. In Johnson Park. On a Saturday morning when he was 9. We spent 3 hours. I ran beside him until my legs ached. Until he finally found his balance and rode on his own. Laughing with joy. Teaching him to throw a baseball. You didn't teach him baseball. He played soccer. Because I coached his team for 4 years. You wouldn't even know that if you'd bothered to ask. All those little moments that make parenting so special. What moments? You weren't there for the moments. Not for the first day of school. Not for the science fair. Not for the broken arm when he fell off the climbing wall. Not for any of it. Helping him with homework, going to his games, supporting his dreams. I did that, all of that, every homework session, every game, every dream, that was me. And now, seeing him marry this beautiful woman, I couldn't be more proud. Proud? You get to be proud? When you did nothing to shape the man he became. Sarah, welcome to our family. You're getting an amazing man. A man of integrity, of character, of strength. I taught him that. I modeled that. Every day for 15 years. Those values came from me, not you. Tyler, son, I love you. Son. He called him son, like he'd earned that word through years of sacrifice and presence. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for being my greatest accomplishment. Your greatest accomplishment? Your greatest accomplishment? You abandoned him. You paid bare minimum child support and showed up twice a year with a birthday card. I raised him. I sacrificed for him. I was there when he needed a father. And you call him your greatest accomplishment? Derek raised his glass. Tears in his eyes. Actual tears. Like he'd earned the right to cry about Tyler's wedding. To Tyler and Sarah. The crowd stood. To Tyler and Sarah. Applause. Loud applause. People were crying. Moved by the speech. Moved by Derek's love for his son. Derek sat down. Wiped his eyes. Smiled. I sat frozen. Couldn't move. Couldn't breathe. 15 years. Erased. In 5 minutes. People came up to Derek after the speech, congratulating him. You raised such a wonderful young man. You must be so proud. Such a great kid. You did an amazing job as a father. Derek soaked it up. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really proud. He's turned out great. An older woman gestured around the reception. And this wedding, it's beautiful. You must have spent a fortune. Derek smiled. Didn't correct her. Only the best for my son. Only the best. That I paid for. $38,000. My money. My gift. And everyone thought it was him. I looked at Tyler. He was talking to Sarah. Smiling. Didn't notice what was happening. Lisa grabbed my hand under the table. I'm so sorry, she whispered. I had no idea Derek was giving a speech. It's fine, I said, but it wasn't fine. Should we say something? Should I make an announcement? No, it's Tyler's day. Don't make it awkward. But I was dying inside. Every congratulation Derek received was a knife in my chest. Later in the evening, Tyler came over to our table. Dad, are you okay? You've been quiet. I'm fine. Just emotional. Weddings, you know? I'm sorry Derek gave that speech. I didn't know he was going to do that. Sarah's dad was supposed to give a toast after the best man, and then we were going to have you say something. But Derek just stood up and took the mic. I didn't want to make a scene. It's okay, Tyler. Really. Are you sure? Because I can say something. I can tell everyone. No, don't. It's your wedding. Enjoy it. We can talk later. Tyler hugged me. I love you, Dad. You know that, right? You're my real father. Derek is just biology. I wanted to believe him, but actions speak louder than words. If I was his real father, why did Derek get the father-of-the-groom speech? Why was I sitting here while Derek took credit for everything? The wedding ended. Tyler and Sarah left for their honeymoon. Guests went home. Lisa and I drove home in silence. Michael, talk to me, Lisa finally said. What do you want me to say? That you're upset. That you're hurt. That tonight was unfair. Of course I'm hurt. I spent 15 years raising Tyler. I paid $38,000 for that wedding. And Derek gets the credit. Everyone thinks he's the proud father who raised this great kid and paid for this beautiful wedding. I know. It's not right. I sat there while people congratulated him, while he accepted praise for my work, my 15 years, my money, And I said nothing because I didn't want to ruin Tyler's day. You're a better man than Derek will ever be. Then why does he get the recognition? Why does biology trump everything else? It doesn't. Not to Tyler. You heard him. He said you're his real father. But he let Derek give that speech. He didn't correct anyone. He let everyone believe Derek raised him. He was trying not to make a scene. You know Tyler. He hates conflict. I raised him to stand up for what's right. And what's right is acknowledging the man who actually raised you. Lisa started crying. I'm so sorry. This is my fault. I should have talked to Tyler about who was giving speeches. I should have made sure you were recognized. It's not your fault. It's Derek's fault for being a selfish narcissist. And it's Tyler's fault for letting it happen. We got home. I went straight to the garage, sat in my car, cried. 15 years of being a father, reduced to nothing in one night. The next day I couldn't get out of bed, called in sick to work. Lisa brought me coffee. Tyler called. He wants to talk to you. I don't want to talk to him right now. Michael, please. He feels terrible. Good. He should. He didn't mean to hurt you. But he did hurt me, and I need time to process that. 3 days later, Tyler came over, without calling first, let himself in with his key. Dad, can we talk? I was in the living room, hadn't shaved, wearing pajamas at 2 in the afternoon. Tyler, you're back from your honeymoon. We left early. I couldn't enjoy it knowing you were upset. I'm fine. You're not fine. Mom told me you've been in bed for 3 days. I've been tired. Dad, please, talk to me. I looked at my son, the boy I'd raised, the man I'd helped shape. Do you know how it felt to sit there while Derek took credit for your life? I know. I'm sorry. I should have stopped him, should have corrected people, should have said something. But you didn't. I was trying not to cause drama at my wedding. So you let me be erased instead? I didn't think. That's the problem, Tyler. You didn't think. Didn't think about how it would feel for me to watch the man who abandoned you get praised for raising you. Didn't think about how it would feel to have everyone assume he paid for the wedding I actually paid for. You're right. I'm sorry. I messed up. Derek left you when you were 3 years old. I've been your father since you were 7. 15 years, Tyler. 15 years of every day, every milestone, every moment. And one speech erased all of it. It didn't erase it. Not for me. Then why did you let him give that speech? Why didn't you introduce me as your father? I did. Everyone knows you're my dad. Do they? Because at your wedding, everyone thought Derek was your dad. Everyone congratulated him. Everyone praised him. And I was invisible. Tyler started crying. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know what else to say. I don't either. What can I do to make this right? I don't know if you can. That was 2 months ago. Tyler has tried to make it up to me, called every day, sent flowers, wrote me a long letter thanking me for everything. He posted on Facebook about me. Want to publicly thank my dad, Michael Stevens, for not only raising me but for paying for my beautiful wedding. He's the best father I could ask for. It helped. A little. Some people commented. Apologized for misunderstanding at the wedding. But the damage is done. That night is burned into my memory. Derek never apologized. Never acknowledged what he did. Went back to California. Back to his life. Lisa is trying to help us heal. Family therapy. Long conversations. Reassurances. But I'm struggling. Questioning everything. Did 15 years of fatherhood mean anything? Or will biology always win? If I'm Tyler's real father, why did everyone treat Derek like he was? If Tyler truly sees me as his dad, why didn't he protect me that night? I love Tyler. I'll always love him. He's my son. But I'm hurt, deeply, in a way I don't know how to fix. People tell me to let it go. It's just one night. Tyler knows who his real father is. But it's not just one night. It's the culmination of 15 years of being a stepfather in a world that doesn't value stepfathers. The soccer games where other dads asked, "Where's Tyler's real dad?" The school forms that said father, and I had to write stepfather. The moments when Tyler would mention Derek and I'd feel that small fear. What if biology wins? What if he chooses Derek? And at his wedding, my fear came true. Biology won. I don't regret raising Tyler. He's a good man. I'm proud of who he is. But I regret believing that being a father was about the day-to-day work. The showing up, the loving, the sacrificing. Because when it mattered, when it came time to be recognized, none of that counted. What counted was biology, DNA. The man who abandoned him got the praise. And the man who raised him sat in the audience, invisible. Have you ever been a step-parent who felt invisible? Have you ever sacrificed everything for someone only to watch someone else take the credit? Have you ever wondered if your love and work mattered when biology got all the recognition? Share your story in the comments. Sometimes the hardest part of being a parent is knowing you'll never fully be seen as one. If you believe that raising a child for 15 years and paying for their wedding should count more than biology, hit that like button and subscribe. Because being a parent is about showing up every single day. Not just showing up at the wedding to give a speech. #biology versus love.